Today we're going to be building the fastest cargo plane ever in the world. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Alright guys, we are building a super fast cargo plane, so we're going to start with this cockpit right here. Let's go ahead and add some fuselage to the back because we're going to need it, because it's a cargo plane. Bam, there we go. We're going to shove this guy on the back of here, and we're going to zoom it backwards and make it go to a point. There we go, excellent. If I move this guy upwards, that should look pretty sick, which it does. Bosh. Okay, so far, so good. Currently, this thing can actually carry 186 cargo, and honestly, I think that's enough. Alright, so next thing, we need some wings. Let's go with the huge delta wings, shove them at the rear end, just like so, and we're gonna have a few of those, actually. Let's shove another one directly in front of this guy. We will move this backwards so that they are intermingled. There we go, and we're going to shove one more on there as well, because we can. So shove this guy straight onto here, move it backwards so that it merges with those guys, move it downwards so that it sort of fits, and that looks awesome. Yes! Alright, mirror it. Other side, other side, other side. There we go. Pretty cool. Alright guys, on the rear we need some canards. I actually think these are relatively small, so actually let's delete those. Nah. Let's have them. Let's just use them. There we go. Shove this guy on the top end, just like so. That looks pretty silly because these guys are tiny, but it is what it is. What if we added them here? Let's do that instead. There we go. I feel like that looks pretty cool. Yes. And then actually, we're going to have some canards on the front as well, purely because we can. So there we go. They're going to go there. This looks awesome. Alright, we're going to need some super fast engines, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves some jet engines. We're going to shove them back here, kind of like the Concorde, and we're going to actually shove 3 of them next to each other? Yeah, 3 of them right next to each other. What I'm then going to do is actually add engines into these guys and move them upwards. Honestly, I'm doing this because I want this thing to be super fast, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, we have a good load of engines in there. That's like loads and loads and loads, which is pretty awesome. We're then going to shove this retractable landing gear here, but we are going to push it into where the engines are. Just like so. There we go. So it retracts into the engines. We're then going to need a solid one at the front, just like this, and we're going to push that upwards a little bit so that it's all level. Okay, that looks sick to me. Currently, the center of gravity is quite far back, but that's fine. Let's add some engines. No, not engines. What am I saying? Some fuel tanks to the interior, and we'll see how it flies once we've got, I don't know, like 10 of these guys in. So there's 2, there's 4, there's 6, and there's 8, and there's 10. All right, cool. Let's shove them all inside and see what happens. Alright guys, they are all in there, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to do something that I never, ever do, and we're going to paint this thing yellow. Yeah! Why have I painted it yellow? Don't know, don't ask me. I think I've got something going on back here, though. I feel like I've oh no. Okay, hang on. If I delete this guy, maybe we can mirror this one. Yeah, there we go, it actually worked. Paint it yellow. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Excellent. These guys as well? Yes. I mean, that's super silly looking, but it is what it is. The engines, I can't really paint because there's so many of them. That's fine. Guys, we're currently going so fast that our straight lines have turned into wiggles. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like on it. That helps me out massively. If we get 100 likes, I'll do another video. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, here we are on a runway. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we start flooring it. 3, 2, 1, go! Holy balls! Okay. Yep, this is a pretty fast cargo plane so far. We're up to 1,000, whatever the measurement is. Holy balls! Okay. We've started to slow down already. That's not great. So what I'm going to do is put on infinite fuel, and we'll see how fast we can actually get this thing going. Alright guys, here we go. Lift off straight away in the sky. Let's go, 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 go. Straight up. Let's see how fast this thing will eventually go. Oh my. The land has gone. That's pretty quick. But honestly, 1,100 for a cargo plane, it is pretty fast, but it's not as fast as it can go. Let's make it faster. All right, I've got an idea as to something that can upgrade our speed a little bit. What I'm going to do is go to wings. I'm going to go to a delta wing, I guess. I'm going to try and shove it here. And what we'll do, weirdly, is actually introduce... Wait, this isn't a delta wing. That was not a delta wing. Okay, we're going to grab a delta wing like this guy. And what we'll do is we'll actually overpower everything by just adding these guys over and over and over again in front of these engines so that they create no drag. I know this is a bizarre way of doing things, but I think it's kind of fun to experiment a little bit. So that's what we're doing. Drop it down a little bit, that's okay. Let's add another one directly in front of this, but actually lower. And we'll just keep doing it and see what happens. There we go, there's 3. I think one more and we'll be good. All right, here we go. Delta wing, shove it on here. Move it backwards to there. Move it straight down from there like so. That's awesome. Okay, I mean, it's a bit weird, but let's see just how it goes. All right, I'm going to lower this guy down a little tiny bit. Awesome. All right, are they all on the other side? They are indeed. Unfortunately, they're not all attached at the bottom, but it is what it is. All right, go, 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 go. Okay, no drag whatsoever on the engines. All right, we're currently at 1,300. We're still accelerating up into the sky. We're at 10,000 feet. We're at 15,000 feet. 18,000, 20,000 feet. All right, zoom it forwards. There we go. I feel like 1,300 just isn't as fast as I need it to be. I feel like it should be faster than that. 1,400. Yeah, we're currently at 22,000 feet though. So that's crazy. Okay, this time you might see something different on the back end. I've added some rockets to see if the rocket will actually boost us even faster. We got up to 1,375 before. Currently at 1,400, which is decent. 1,420. I mean, to be fair, as far as jet planes go, I feel like that's pretty decent. That's relatively fast. Where's all of our drag coming from? I want to have a little look at that actually. So if we go into edit plane, where's the drag? All right, all of the drag is pretty much on the cockpit. What if we change this up a bit? You guys aren't going to believe what you see here. It looks pretty normal for right now, but if you turn it around, yeah, long neck design. Let's go. All right, let's zoom it forwards, see if we can beat 1,400. Honestly, I feel like we should be able to, but we'll see. 1,410. It hasn't really increased the amount of speed we can get from it. However, we have actually added more cargo space. So this thing can actually carry a decent amount of cargo and fly at 1,400 speeds, whatever that is. I don't know what that actually is. But yeah, that's not too bad. All right, guys, here's a different question. What if it had no wings? I've accidentally deleted pretty much all of my engines, but I've got some on the inside, so we'll see how those work. No wings, just landing gear and engines. Let's just see what happens. Gonna shove these guys on the bottom really quickly, but we're gonna move it across, sideways, and upwards quite a distance. And then I guess in just a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's just see what happens now. It could end up really badly, but... Alright, so starting out, it's quite slow. But we are going. Yeah, alright, we're up to 900. The acceleration seems to be a lot slower. We're at 1,000. Yeah, we're stopped at about 1,000. So without any wings, we're slower. But to be fair, we took a bunch of engines off as well. Alright, guys, this is it. Okay, we've actually... Oh, no. Okay, right. If we take off straight away, we have to just go. 3, 2, 1, floor it. Oh, wow, we didn't even spawn in and we're gone. Okay, I've gone with an elongated fuselage. We have engines inside. We're currently going 4,000. Our canards are about to split off. They have gone. And we're currently going 6,000 speeds. Yes, 7,000 speeds. We can currently carry cargo because we got a huge fuselage. And we're up to almost 10,000 speeds on a cargo plane. I wonder if we added actual, like, delta wings to this, it would actually still work. We're at 10,000 speed currently. Oh my. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. It's like a bullet. It is literally like a bullet. Okay, go back to the base really quickly. we're going to add some wings really fast just to try and make sure that on the ground we're good. So, lift doesn't matter, drag doesn't matter. Okay, lift and drag are the same on these. So we're just going to shove that on the side right there. I'm going to move it slightly inwards. There we go. We're going to angle it slightly, just like this. There we go. And we're going to add ourselves some wheels to the wings. This is just for takeoff, so don't worry about it too much. But what we're going to do is shove these guys here. There we go. Move them into the wing. There we go. So that hopefully they can sort of like not really impact us at all. Okay, let's hope that that works. I'm going to move this guy upwards a little bit too. I'm going to move this guy upwards a little bit as well. And there we go. Okay, let's paint the wings yellow. All right, awesome. These guys split off anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but let's go. I wonder if this is going to impact it. Whoa, much. We'll see. All right, 1,000, 2,000 speeds. All right, okay, we're up to 3,000 speeds. Oh my goodness. We're going vertical. We're going vertical. Right, slow down a little bit. There we go. Oh man, yeah. Angling the wings actually has made us lift quite high. We're dead. We actually just exploded. Alright guys, I've gone with different landing gear on the wings, so when we spawn in, it will probably fall over. There we go. But as soon as we're going super fast, those wheels should detach. It hasn't happened just yet, so maybe they won't. Oh, there we go. Wait, wing stress? My wings have all... Okay, my wings blew up. We're still flying. Yeah, okay. Well, it turns out if you want to go super fast, you shove some jet engines in a fuselage, you shove the glider cockpit on the front, and you can go as fast as you want. We're currently at 9,000 speeds. And like 30,000 altitude. You can go as high as you want as well. That's insane. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to end this video here for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And in the next one, I think I'm going to try and build a space shuttle. How about that? Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.